Right. I'm live. And this literally is like I said. This is concerning info that gun I filmed up at the courthouse. So, yeah, I know I said it's going to be concerning me finding info, but literally, one of my fans by the name of Eel, shout out to you, good sir. He literally just saved me a whole lot of trouble. Thank you, Eel. You are a honest lifesaver. Yes! Right then, so the gun, the gun's actual type of specification is a QF 4.7 inch Mach 1 to 5 naval gun. I'm bad at Roman numerals, so I don't know if the IV is a 4 or a 5. It's somewhere around there. Okay, deal with it. And it's for a part of a family of British quick-firing gun, naval and coastal defense guns. All had barrels of 40 calibers length. Pretty much used by everybody. Actually, I've got the page open here on my computer. Maybe Wikipedia, but at this point, it's better than nothing. I'm curious to see if the person who wrote the article realizes there's one here in Georgia. I'm going to be interesting. Oh, yeah, so as you can see, they stopped making these at around 1920. The gun that's here in Danielsville is from 1897. So it would have been turned 100 back in 1997. 110 in 07, 120 17, and now we'll probably turn 140. In other words, 2027. Mark is red. Thank you, sir. Surviving examples, but I want to check this out. And this thing's frozen. Always is. Right. I'm sorry, y'all. It glitched out on me, so... Good. So the guns were designed and manufactured by the Ellswick Ordnance Company, part of Armstrong Whitworth, which is what was on the what was on the barrel and the side of the casing that you guys saw. Again, making sure that that's there. Barrel length, 189-inch bore. It took 10 men to operate that gun? Are you serious? So these things could be put on both pre-dreadnought ships and cruisers, as well as being used for shore defense. And I'm curious, but the question still remains. I'm glad there's info regarding the gun itself. I'm just curious where this specific one came from. Is it off a ship? Is it off of a shore defense? Is it from here or is it from overseas? I'm really curious. Let's see. Ah, here we go. Here we go. Armstrong number 9718 on a central pivot mount. MK1 number 10841, formerly emplaced at Battery Van Thrilzen, Fort Pickens, Florida. There we go. So the gun is from a shore defense in Florida. I've been wondering about where that sucker came from for the last 15 years. I'm so glad that I finally get closure on this. Right then. Well, and to be fair, it is like the perfect gun to use for like a war memorial. So that's pretty freaking appropriate. Oh, look. Oh, look. This thing was able to fire high explosive cells. Boom! No, I'm just kidding. Let's see, so that sucker could actually fire armor-piercing, common, common pointed, high explosive illumination, and shrapnel. It's a hell of a package, if you ask me. Oh, hello. Time and percussion fuse. Oh, wait a minute. These are diagrams of the ammunition. All right. It's actually interesting. Oh, look here. Oh, look here. Look here. So the Augusta Arsenal actually still has some? That's actually impressive. For something built nearly 100 or so years ago, that's impressive that this arsenal up in Augusta actually still has some stored. Wow. That's surprising. And here it is. Following the war, all 4.7-inch weapons were withdrawn from service by the end of 1920, and all were disposed of by 1927. Other weapons deployed in limited quantity were also retired during this period. 24 weapons were given to various cities and towns or retained in Hawaii as war memorials. Only 6 survive. Most of the remainder were probably donated during Second World War scrap drives. Right then. So, in total, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 different types of these guns still exist in various forms and other conditions. But so the gun in Danielsville up at the courthouse is from a shore battery up at Fort Pickens, Florida. I'm kind of curious. Why did they get one from Florida? Was Georgia supposed to get one and something happened? Or is it so it's like, just get the one from Florida, they won't mind? Oh well. That is pretty impressive though. Fort Pickens. Oh, hang on. Well, so this is a preserved fort. So the fort itself is also preserved. Kind of tempted. Why doesn't the fort call up and say, "Hey, Danielsville, can we get our gun back?" That way, it can have at least one of its original shore batteries in place. Oh, look here. The fort actually remained in use until 2 years before my dad's mother was born. She was born in 1949, so it was shuttered in 1947. So that's interesting. That's interesting. It's amazing what you can find when you do enough digging. Yeah, the gun's from Florida. It literally says it right here. Formerly emplaced at Battery Van Sweringen. I can't pronounce that bit right there. I'm so sorry if I slander it. Formerly emplaced at Battery Van Swearingen. What? I can't pronounce it. It's not a railgun. Anyway, Fort Pickens, Florida is where this sucker's from. It'd be amazing if it actually was one of the fuel off of one of the early, like, cruisers or something. That'd be interesting. This here is basically the gun. It's not the exact one that's on display, but it's basically a very similar design. The case is the same. But yeah, it's pretty much the same. They actually repainted the thing a while back, but now it's just, yeah. Eel, major shout out to you, sir. Thank you. Right then. Well, with that now taken care of and out of the way, I think I'm going to end this stream and then get on to some gaming. So, Pirate Wars, anyone? I'm just kidding. It's probably going to be something else, but still. I'm up for it. So, all 7 of you, don't go anywhere. I'll be right back.